future of stand-up comedy. So everybody give it up for Dakshta, Arora!
I feel like this stand is always this tied just to spite me. And I am mad about it. Thank you very much. So yeah, I am a freshman. I am probably the future of this club. I'd also like to point out, I am 1/8 of this club, yet I'm 100% of the female energy. It is fun. But yeah, it's great starting tonight, because after this, I get to sit down. And it is amazing, because I'm in heels. Yeah, so much for Schmancy. Okay, so hi, I'm Dakshta. I am a freshman. And if y'all have seen me perform before, which has been like 4 times, not a big group, you all know that I love talking about myself, right? And I love complaining. It is so much fun to complain. So far, I have complained about being Asian on the Villanova campus and being short on being on a tall as fuck campus. And every time I look out and it's like a sea of white people. It is so hard explaining discrimination to half Bible thumpers and half newly unreligious people. Yeah. And all of y'all are white enough to reflect my flashlight and have no experience of discrimination whatsoever, at least as far as I know. So today I'm going to be talking about something, at least to begin, that hopefully half of you will understand, actually maybe a lot of you will understand, the experience of being a woman. Ooh. Yeah. It's different, it's not a niche topic, everyone does it. But yeah, like I was first educated, or I got my first reality check about being a woman when I was like 8 or 9, I think. And I just remember, like, my mom sat me down and she was like, hey, so we live in India. You do not leave this house at night with only one other woman or one other person, and especially never without your dad, because women in India get kidnapped every day. And I was like, okay, I'm all for educating the kids, maybe a little early. You know, I was 8. She then proceeded to tell me to get in a taxi with just her at night with no idea where I'm going except food. I was terrified. Like, mother, mama, mom, mother, whatever. You do not tell me that I can't go out. And then immediately tell me to go out. Like, I thought I was gonna die. We had a car, we could have driven. Yet we chose to take a taxi at the worst time possible. And I was like, I was so confused. Why would she do that? I was 8. I was 8 or 9. I was young. I had not even begun thinking about guys yet. I then found out that the piano/dance teacher who I had taken 2 classes with was arrested for pedophilia. Yeah, in hindsight, a guy who teaches young children in private sessions guitar, piano, and 2 types of dance, none of them well, should have written a couple red flags. But what do I know? Yeah, I think my mom was probably trying to figure out if something was wrong. Thankfully it wasn't. But still, you know, timing is a thing. Yeah, I feel like I've depressed at least a couple people here. I'm sorry. So let's just move on to slightly lighter topics. So once again, I'm a freshman, and I still remember the process of applying to colleges. Like, it was a really mind-fucking process. I would not be surprised if many of you do. And I remember writing a shit ton of essays. Anyone else here writing a shit ton of essays? Woo! Woo! Yeah. I think I wrote like at least 50, and I submitted 50. I wrote more than that. And I remember the very first Common App essay I wrote, it was fucking perfect. It was so good that my mother cried when she heard it. I was proud of that shit. I wrote something along the lines of how every single experience of my life was represented by a color, and how after you apply color theory, it comes out to a nice, dependable brown. And it was immediately rejected by my college counselor. I'll give you one guess why. She told me that because it came out to brown, it had too many racial connotations. Like, how does my immigration experience being a nice, not even nice actually, a stormy blue, have any racial connotations? Smurfs are not real, I'm sorry to say, folks. And, like, I was also thinking, like, woman, if I was white, would you have said the same thing? Do you want me to not be brown anymore? Should I paint my face, dye my hair, move to California? Would that make you happy? And I was, like, really pissed. I ended up writing an essay about how my life has been oh so hard, but unlike the other white girls at my school, I didn't have to make shit up. And then I actually did end up writing a college essay from the perspective of a white valley girl who's rich as fuck. Y'all want to hear it? Woo! Even if you said no, I was gonna do it anyway. Give me a second. I have props. I don't know how to put this on, so give me a second. As other ridiculous members have said, every time I put this on, I lose half my melanin. And in true white girl fashion, I did not memorize this shit. Okay. Wait, I have to get into character. Insert quote here. Oh wait, I'm supposed to change that. College essay take 2. The happiness of my life depends on the quality of your thoughts. My nanny, who took care of me when my parents were at work, she used to like tell me that every time my mom said that I couldn't buy more skincare at Sephora with her card. And like, how dare she, you know? Like, I don't care that she's like the CEO of some big architecture firm or whatever. I just need to not look like an 18-year-old at the age of 18. And I would like cry, because what else am I supposed to do? Get a job? And my nanny would just repeat, insert quote, my nanny would just repeat that the happiness of my life depends on the quality of my thoughts. And she would tell me to not cry and prioritize Sephora over my relationship with my mother. But she didn't really know what she was talking about, because my daddy would just hand me his credit card. And he'd always pay for my Starbies the next morning. I didn't really know why Nanny would say this to me at the time, but in hindsight, vocabulary, I think she was just like telling me to be a go-getter. And I think I'm like the most initiative, vocabulary, taking person at my pet school. Like, when they didn't let me be on the lacrosse team, I was the one who went to the coach and threatened to sue the school if I wasn't given a spot. And I was the one who convinced the school board to not expel me when I was caught with weed in the bathroom. And instead they fired the art teacher who gave it to me for endangering vocabulary students. I'm like the best go-getter in the world. I know that because I love traveling the world with my girlfriends. Like last year we went to Cabo and we tanned all day long in our Lulu bikinis. It was like so much fun. Except for the fact that Tiffany with an I crashed my dad's yacht. Like we have 4, so it's fine. And the fact that the rude security people didn't let me bring my vape onto the private jet. Like rude. Also, I donate to World Peace and stuff with my daddy's credit card. I'm so generous. I'm really looking looking forward to college and like joining a sorority and darties and like parties and stuff. It's just so much fun. And you should like totally let me into your business program, because I'm a boss bitch. Also, I got my daddy to donate a new building for the school. Doodles!